This lynda.com course was originally recorded with ASP.NET 3.5, Visual Web Developer 2008, and SQL Server Express 2008. Since then, all three of these software packages have been upgraded by Microsoft. In April 2010, version 4 of the .NET Framework was released, along with associated upgrades to all of the Visual Studio products, including Visual Web Developer. In April 2012, a new version of SQL Server was released, SQL Server 2012, and with it, a new version of the Express product. And then, in late 2012, Visual Studio Express 2012 for Web was released, along with the new version of the .NET Framework and ASP.NET 4.5. Visual Studio Express 2012 for Web is the direct successor to Visual Web Developer. Even though there are new versions of these software products, what you need to learn to build simple ASP.NET-based websites hasn't changed much at all. The Web Forms framework is still the easiest way to get started building ASP.NET dynamic websites. C# and Visual Basic are still the most common languages used for .NET development and now for Windows 8 Store app development. And as I mentioned, Visual Studio Express 2012 for Web is the direct successor to Visual Web Developer. It has all the same panel layouts, most of the same tools, and the same keyboard shortcuts as the earlier product. And SQL Server hasn't changed much either, at least as used in this beginning course. SQL Server 2012 has a lot of new features targeted at the enterprise user and enterprise administrator. But for basic use with ASP.NET websites, everything I show you in this course still works exactly the same. Some things have changed, though. For example, it's easier than before to install ASP.NET and the developer tools. The latest version of the Web Platform Installer, available from the ASP.NET website, makes it very easy to get started building simple .NET applications. Some things have been subtracted. Some of the tools that were available in Visual Web Developer for managing SQL Server are no longer included in Visual Studio Express 2012 for Web. But there are alternate approaches for all of these tasks, and I'll show you where they are. And finally, some new tools have been added. If you're using these latest versions of the software packages, here's what to watch for as you work through the course. I've added new videos covering the new installation process and other aspects of these updated software components. And in many of the existing videos, we've added visual tips telling you where to find new web page addresses, new versions of the software components, and alternative tools where old techniques no longer work. So let's get started learning how to build ASP.NET websites using this course, ASP.NET Essential Training.